Hello, gentlemen. We know the values of the trigonometric functions sin theta, tan theta, cot theta, sec theta, and cosec theta for various angles like 0 degree, 30 degree, 48 degree, 60 degree, and 90 degree. But imagine a situation where the angle is in between these two angles, say between 0 to 30 degree, maybe 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 15 degrees, or anything like that. If it is between 60 degree to 90 degrees, we have to write 60 plus some extra angle, 60 plus theta. If it is between 45 degree to 60 degree, say for 50 degrees, we have to write 40 degree plus theta or cos of 40 degree plus theta. That means the angle gets divided into two parts. The angle being the sum or the difference between two angles is not the arithmetic calculations. In normal algebra, if we add 2x with 5x, we can write 7x. If we calculate for sine of theta 1 plus theta 2 in the bracket, we cannot write sine of theta 1 plus sine of theta 2. Nor can we write cos of theta 1 plus theta 2 equal to cos theta 1 plus cos theta 2. Take for example of sine of 90 degrees. That can be broken down into sine of 48 degrees plus 48 degrees in bracket. But it is not exactly equal to sine of 48 degree plus sine of 48 degree. Let's take in the LHS as sine of 90 degrees and in the RHS as sine of 48 degrees plus sine of 48 degrees. In the RHS, sine of 90 degrees is 1. If we try to add algebraically, in the RHS also we should get 1. If we write sine of 48 degrees plus sine of 48 degrees in the algebraic method. But in the RHS, sine of 48 degrees is 1 by root 2 and sine of 40 degrees, again we get 1 by root 2. That will be equal to twice of 1 by root 2, or that is 2 by root 2, equal to root 2. The value of root 2 is 1.41, and in the LHS for sin 90 it is 1. 1.41 is not equal to 1. That means the arithmetic calculation for the trigonometric functions is not correct. So what is the correct process? Now we have to find out the correct process of calculation of the trigonometric values, and the angle consists of two parts. So today in this video we will calculate for cos of theta 1 plus theta 2 with the help of diagrams and calculations. Hello gentlemen, you can see the diagram drawn here, and it is to be calculated to find out cos of theta 1 plus theta 2. So what is cos of theta 1 plus theta 2? This is equal to the final base by the final hypotenuse. When theta 2 is related to theta 1, the triangle of theta 1 plus theta 2 is triangle OC and D. The base is OD and the hypotenuse is OC. Cos of theta 1 plus theta 2 is base OD by the hypotenuse OC. The final base is equal to OD. That is equal to OB minus DB. DB being equal to EA will be OB minus EA. EA is perpendicular of triangle CEA. That is equal to the hypotenuse AC into sine of theta 1. AC is perpendicular of triangle OAC. That is equal to the hypotenuse OC into sine of theta 2. Therefore, EA is equal to AC sine theta 1 equal to OC sine theta 2 into sine theta 1. So, this is the value of EA. OB is the cos component of the hypotenuse OA. OA into cos theta 1. OA is also equal to the base of the second triangle OCA equal to the hypotenuse OC into cos of theta 2. That is to be multiplied again with cos theta 1. That is equal to OB. So OD is equal to OB minus DB, and that can be written as OD is equal to OB minus DB. OB is OC cos of theta 1 into cos of theta 2, and that will be subtracted by EA or DB, this value. minus OC sin theta 1 into sin theta 2. Cos of theta 1 plus theta 2 is equal to the final base OD by the hypotenuse OC divided by OC. OC get cancelled, and we are left with cos of theta 1 plus theta 2 is equal to cos theta 1 into cos theta 2 minus sin theta 1 into sin theta 2. This is the final formula for cos of theta 1 plus theta 2. Now we will take some example to see whether it works or not. Cos of 90 degrees. That can be written as cos of 60 degrees plus 30 degrees. Cos of 90 degrees is 0. And by formula, it has to be equal to cos of 60 degrees into cos of 30 degrees minus sin of 60 degrees into sin of 30 degrees. That will be equal to cos 60 is half root 3 by 2 minus root 3 by 2 sin 30 is half, which is equal to root 3 by 4 minus root 3 by 4 is equal to 0. So the value that we have obtained by calculation is 0, and earlier we already written down as 0. So this value and this are same. So this formula has been proved to be correct. Number 2 is cos of 75 degrees. That will be equal to cos of 45 plus 30. By formula is cos of 45 degrees into cos of 30 degrees minus sin of 45 degrees into sin of 30 degrees is equal to 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2 into sin 30 is 1 by 2. That is equal to root 3 by 2 root 2 minus 1 by 2 root 2. That is equal to root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. 1.732 minus 1 by 2 root 2 equal to 0.732 by 2 into 1.41. 0.732 by 2.82 equal to, by calculator it says 0.732 divided by 2.82. That is equal to 0.2595, and cos of 75 degrees is equal to 75 degrees, that is 0.2588. That is 0.2588. So it is almost 0.259. So this is also there, 0.259. So the formula also has worked for this case. Now let's try one obtuse angle. Let's say cos of 120 degrees, which can be written as cos of 90 plus 30. Cos of 90 plus 30 is equal to sin of 30 with the negative sign. So that will be equal to minus 1 by 2. And by calculation, it is equal to cos of 90 into cos of 30 minus sin of 90 into sin of 30 is equal to cos 90 is 0. So the first term will be 0 minus sin 90 is 1 into sin 30 is half. That is equal to minus half. So the value that we have obtained here is equal to the value it already seen formula wise. So this also has worked. In both the cases, for acute angle and the obtuse angle, the formula is seen to be working. That means the formula that we have derived for cos of theta 1 plus theta 2 equal to cos theta 1 cos theta 2 minus sin theta 1 sin theta 2 is correct. So that's all for today's presentation. Hope you liked it. Please give it a like, so that more the number of likes, more it will be circulated and it will be seen by more people. Do share this video among your friends, so that other people, those who have got doubts about this, now their doubts will be cleared. Don't forget to see your textbooks. The contents of this video is not to bypass the textbook knowledge. Do put your comments in the comment section. So see you soon in the next video. To take good care of yourself. Bye bye.